All right, guys, can you hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me in the comments. Also, I see Facebook Live is coming in. Sorry for being a couple minutes late. All right, guys. I should start to see those comments soon. How's everyone doing today? Is everyone having a good day? Perfect. Hello, Shay. Hey, Nasir. Hey, Chris. Hey, Johnny. Thanks for being here. Nastaron, thank you for being here. Great. It's loud and clear. Awesome. Let me just put this microphone up here and see if I can't see some of the comments here. All right, guys. Today I'm going to be going over, I'm just waiting for a few more people to come into the live. Today I'll be going over some important stuff. So we've got Prime Day coming up. We have Amazon Prime Day, super important this year. You know, it was pushed back. Amazon kept pushing back Prime Day, pushing it back, pushing it back. We finally have official dates of when Prime Day is going to be. So I want to talk about Prime Day today. I want to talk about the other holidays, including Cyber Monday, Black Friday, going into Q4 in the holiday season. How do we get prepared for that? So if this is your guys' first time selling on Amazon during Prime Day, it's a super important event. Prime Day is one of my favorite events of the whole year. Great. Prime Day is super important day. You know, I most of the time, you know, sales are just crazy on Prime Day. So I want to talk about when Prime Day is going to be this year. It's going to be October 13th and 14th. This year, October 13th and 14th will be Prime Day. So I've got a doc, a couple of presentations that I want to put together and show you guys, going over what to do to get ready for Prime Day, as well as just going into Q4. And should you run deals and coupon codes and how to get around the inventory limits. I want to talk about that today as well. And then I'll do some Q&A. So I'll take some questions from you guys. If you guys have any questions about, you know, Q4, about Amazon, what products you should sell, any issues or problems you're facing right now in your Amazon business, I'll be happy to take and answer those questions too. Okay, so let me just pull up this document here. What I put together was, so we'll start off by talking about Prime Day, Cyber Monday, Black Friday, Q4 in the holiday season, getting prepared for those important days. Prime Day, October 13th and 14th. It's a 2-day event. So super important, we're prepared for that. I'll start with that. Then we'll do some Q&A, answer your guys' questions. And then I want to go into talking about a new platform, a new website, not a new website, but the second largest e-commerce website in the world behind Amazon. It's the second most popular e-commerce store, and it's not Etsy, it's not Pinterest, and it's not Shopify. So I want to share with you guys what this is and why I'm so excited about it, because it'll allow for you to expand your business. Okay, thanks, Steve. Thank you for letting me know that the audio is good. Hi, Nathan. Clint, so happy you made it. Rose, thank you so much for being here. Mike, thank you for being here. I love seeing all you guys. Jake, Chris, Nasir, Shay, Johnny Ortiz. You know, you guys have been with me since the very beginning. And for those of you who, you know, maybe you're just coming across my channel for the first time, my name is Brian Noonan. I'm a full-time Amazon FBA seller and mentor right here on this YouTube channel and on my Facebook page, my Facebook group, the Amazon Gladiators group. I try to provide as much help, content, advice, and free help to as many people as possible. I know everyone can't afford to buy a course or invest into a program. So that's why I like to provide as much free value and as much mentorship and help as I can. And I do that mostly through Facebook and YouTube. I'm in the Facebook groups every single day, helping you guys, answering your questions. So make sure to check out the Gladiators group. That's my group. You're welcome to join that. It's free. And I'm also a big fan of the Helium 10 members group. Helium 10 is the product research software that I recommend. And then also the Amazon FBA private label group. So I mostly am in there helping people. And then also on my YouTube channel, I release 1 to 2 new videos every single week, covering everything Amazon FBA, e-commerce, selling online, being an entrepreneur, and business in general. So first part of today's live, I want to dive into Prime Day. So if you guys don't know when Prime Day is on October 13th and 14th. Prime Day is a 2-day event. What should you do to get prepared for Prime Day? I want to go over that. So this year, Prime Day is could be the biggest yet. And why could Prime Day be the biggest year yet? If you guys are current Amazon sellers, or maybe you're about to be an Amazon seller, there's more shoppers than ever shopping online, right? Everyone wants to buy products right from the comfort of their home. They don't want to have to go out to the store and risk getting the virus or have to deal with the pandemic. So shoppers have been limited what stores are open, what retail stores. You know, a lot of retailers are closed. Big box stores, of course, Walmart's open, but really Walmart, Amazon, and grocery stores for the past 3 months, at least here in the USA, were the only retailers that were really open. And so limited holiday shopping. I know a lot of places will be opening up, but that's one reason that this year's Prime Day could be the largest yet. 71% of consumers reported shopping on Amazon during the pandemic. That's a huge number. Over 70% of consumers in America reported shopping on Amazon during the pandemic. 48% of consumers say they are shopping more frequently on Amazon since COVID. So that's number one. Number two, people are spending more money on Amazon. 63% of US consumers have increased or maintained their online spending since the start of the pandemic. So that's a big number too. Over 60% of the population and consumers have increased or maintained their budget they spend every month shopping online. So that's great. And then 28% said they are spending more on Amazon than they were before COVID. 28% said they were spending more since COVID on Amazon since before the pandemic. So that's another reason Prime Day could be huge. Number three, consumers are committed to shopping on Prime Day 2020 with millions of deals during Prime Day. I'm going to talk about what deals you should set up. That's super important. I want to talk about what coupon codes, lightning deals, promotions, pricing strategies, PPC. How should you get prepared for Prime Day coming up? I'll talk about that. 39% of US consumers said they will participate in Prime Day 2020, while 33% said they might partake. So that's important. 73% of consumers said they are looking for products with the lowest price while shopping on Amazon. So pricing, super important, guys. You want to check out your main competitors. What are they selling their product for? And also I'll talk about ASIN or product targeting campaigns for PPC. Those are super powerful and effective for getting your product in front of millions of customers on Prime Day. Prime Day, again, is a 2-day event. It's happening October 13th and 14th. And it's going to be one of the biggest Prime Days or biggest Prime years of all for these reasons. You know, there's more people than ever shopping on Amazon. They're maintaining how much they're spending or going over their budget they spend on Amazon. And Prime Day 2020 offers an amazing opportunity for us Amazon sellers to solidify our brand and to start getting more customers, get more reviews, get more sales velocity. So I want to share now, how do you go into Prime Day strong? Number one is inventory control. Expect to sell a lot more for Prime Day. You have to make sure you have enough inventory. If you do sign up for any of the deals I'm going to talk about, like lightning deals, it's super important that you have enough inventory that you can actually fulfill the orders and not run out of stock. So I know there's a lot of you guys out there who are struggling with inventory control. Maybe you didn't order enough on your first order. Just try to plan your inventory a little better. If you need help internal, like how do you kind of estimate how many you should order, not running out of stock, I recommend signing into your Seller Central account. Go to the top left to inventory, then go to inventory planning. That will take you to a dashboard where you'll be able to kind of see how many units you're selling on average, how much inventory you're allowed to keep at Amazon, and offer a lot of like insights into your performance score, your IPI score. That's in inventory, manage inventory. So that's super important. So inventory control, super important for getting ready for Prime Day coming up. Number two is lightning deals. You should look into, sign up for lightning deals. These are deals where you commit to like 100 units or 200 units to give out as a discount. And Amazon usually tells you what price you have to go with, but lightning deals and coupon codes can be super powerful to boost your sales online and take advantage of Prime Day. So coupon codes, inventory planning, and lightning deals for sure. One tip, guys, is actually sign up for multiple lightning deals, because there's so many sellers enrolling in lightning deals that if you just sign up for one, it may not go through, and it may not get pushed forward to the ranking. So sign up for multiple lightning deals. That's a tip I've learned over the years. Selling products during Prime Day is, if you just sign up for one lightning deal, I mean, most likely it'll go through, but if you sign up for multiple lightning deals, it works a lot better. So that's one tip I want to give you. Create multiple deals, and then run a coupon code on your listing for Prime Day. Use social media, including your Facebook business page, Instagram business or brand page. You want to be posting content on those pages leading up to Prime Day, so you start getting brand awareness. If you guys don't have a Facebook page or an Instagram page, go and create one now for your brand name that you want to use or that you're going to be using. It's free to sign up for a Facebook business page. You can just sign up for that on Facebook. You create a page, put your logo there, post a picture of your product, post a few articles or pictures related to your product's niche or market or target audience. And you can kind of start to get some organic reach using Facebook and Instagram. You can reach out to Instagram influencers as well to start helping you promote your products leading up to Prime Day and for Prime Day with direct links to your product page so they can buy it. Make sure your product listings are fully optimized. That's another huge tip for preparing for Prime Day. PPC, create manual campaigns to increase the search visibility of keywords that drive maximum ROI. Set up automatic campaigns to find the latest trends and negative keywords. All of these tips, guys, that I'm going through, I will post this document both in the Facebook group and on my description below this YouTube video. So all these tips I'm going over, you'll be easily able to go back over all these. So if you guys aren't able to take notes right now, or you don't remember all the ones I'm going over, don't worry, you will have access to this. I'll post it in the Facebook group and in the video description of this live video replay. We've got about 10 more, guys, 10 more tips. Well, actually about 5. Only about 5 more tips for getting ready and how to succeed during Prime Day this year, which is October 16th and 17th. That's, October 13th and 14th. So October 13th and 14th, 2-day event for Prime 2020. So we've gone over inventory planning for those of you just joining. Inventory planning, make sure you have enough inventory. We've gone over setting up multiple lightning deals, running coupon codes, pricing strategy. You want to offer a lower price. It was like 60% of consumers are looking for the lowest priced option. So you want to have a low price, a competitive price. You want to use your social media pages for your brand or your business. Start posting content in there, start reaching customers, or use Instagram influencers to start promoting your product and your brand. And then for PPC, guys, create manual campaigns to increase the search visibility of the keywords that drive the maximum ROI. If you guys are not sure which keywords drive maximum ROI, I use Helium 10 Cerebro, or download your automatic PPC campaign reports, and you'll get a lot of insights and data either using Cerebro or using your PPC reports. You can learn a lot from both of those. Group keywords based on their purpose and customer's choice. This makes it easy to understand your audience and track your campaigns. And then this last one, guys, is probably the most important one. Use ASIN or product targeting campaigns with high bids and higher budgets. Product targeting campaigns, in my experience, during Prime Day have the greatest ROI and the best return on investment, and bring me the most sales. That's manual campaigns, manual PPC campaigns, product targeting. What this does is you can choose, and I only recommend like 5 to 7 ASINs per campaign. You'll go onto Amazon, or you'll look in Black Box, or use the ASIN grabber tool from Helium 10 Chrome extension. Go and find like 10 to 20 of your top competitors' ASINs that are ranked on page 1, that have a lot of traffic going to their listing. And then you'll want to create PPC campaigns, a manual campaign, product targeting campaigns, and do like 5 to 7 ASINs per PPC manual product targeting campaign. Does that make sense? So maybe you set up 3 product targeting campaigns and you have 5 to 7 ASINs in each one. Set a high budget, $20 to $50 for the 2-day event, Prime Day, and then increase your bids 20 to 30% higher than the suggested. Again, product targeting campaigns are super powerful because you actually get your product on your competitor's listing that has a bunch of traffic already going to it. Maybe they have a ton of reviews, or they're at the top of the first page. Well, you can actually just advertise your product on their listing. And so for Prime Day, focus on manual campaigns, automatic as well, but especially manual product targeting campaigns. Only put in 5 to 7 ASINs per product targeting campaign, and then up your bids 20 to 30% higher than the suggested. Okay, and then last one, make sure you guys have methods in place for following up with your past customers to ask for reviews. Okay, so make sure you have Helium 10 follow-up put up, or you're set up, or you're going back in and requesting a review through the request review button. Super powerful. You want to maximize and get the most reviews, returns, reviews during getting all these sales, this flood of sales you get. You want to make sure you're following up with those customers to get as many reviews as you can out of it. Okay, so that's kind of how to get prepared for Prime Day. Super powerful tips there. Again, if you weren't able to take notes and write all those down, or you can't remember all those, I will post this document here, how to get prepared for Prime Day, why I believe this Prime Day in 2020 is going to be the biggest Prime Day ever. I'll link that document down below. All right, again, I just want to say hello to Olga, Lovin, Steve, Nasir, Fitness Deal News. Remind me your first name. I'm so happy you're here. I love the amount of help you provide in the Facebook group, but I forget your first name. Just remind me there, Fitness Deal News. Shay, so happy you're here. Prime Day, sad I'm missing this year. Yeah, if you're not gonna make it in time for Prime Day, don't worry. We've got some other big holidays coming up like Cyber Monday, Black Friday. And even if you can get in time for December in Q4 is dynamite. It's the bomb. So you make so many sales, and it won't be so much like a problem of will the product sell. It'll be more of a problem like, how do I stay in stock? How do I not run out of stock in Q4 during December specifically? Hi, Sanjay. Hi, Ivan. So happy you're here. TJ, now I have your real name, TJ or Tyson. Thank you for letting me know your real name. Steve, again, thank you so much for all your support and for being here. Rose, Clint, Nathan, Nasir, Jake, Chris, Shay, Johnny, Nastarin. Thank you guys all for being here. I'm on Facebook too, but I'm not seeing the comments. It could be something I don't have the right setting on, but I'm on Facebook Live too, but that's okay. I can see all of you guys here on YouTube, which is awesome. So let's get into a little bit of questions. I've gone over kind of how to prepare for Prime Day. Coming up, I'll link that document so you can go back and review those tips, those 10 or so tips down below in the video description after the live goes up as a replay on my channel, or I'll also post it in the Facebook group so you have access to the document, how to get ready for Prime Day 2020, which I expect to be the biggest Prime Day ever. Ivan, I just got here. Did I miss a lot? Not really. I mean, I have shared some really important points about Prime Day. I shared about 10 tips to get ready to get prepared for Prime Day, but you'll be able to go back and look at all those tips with the document I will link and give you the link to and access to down below in the video description after the video goes back up. So thanks for asking about that. Jamie, hi, thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate the nice comment. Great info, Brian. I appreciate that, Jamie. Nick Garza, hi, Brian, awesome info. Thank you, Nick, I appreciate that. Nathan, that 75% looking for deals is kind of chilling. Yeah, 75% of Amazon customers, it was roughly 70%, 75% of Amazon customers are looking for the lowest price offer, the lowest price product, but that's only for the 2-day event of Prime Day. Customers are in the mentality going into Prime Day that it's going to be discounts, low cost, low pricing on everything. And so I think where that article, that piece of data was coming from was just looking at consumers on that one holiday, Prime Day, or the 2-day holiday, Prime Day. customers are looking to get the lowest price or the best price from their products. So yeah, that's very interesting and a good point. Chris, where can I get a hold of an NNN agreement? So I think you're referring to a non-disclosure agreement. I don't know if you want that for China or the USA. If you want to do one in China, because the USA one is really not enforceable unless you go through a patent or legal advisor over in China. You actually have to hire a trademark or a patent attorney over in China who will put this document together and get it signed in Chinese and notarized over there. So the best thing to do would be able to look for a Chinese patent attorney or trademark attorney who can help you set up the non-disclosure agreement over in China. The best way to protect yourself here is for getting brand registry. Once you have brand registry, people can't take your images, people can't jump on your listing, hijack your listing, sell your product, undercut you on your listing. Brand registry is the best way to go. And I think you're referring to like how do you deal with a supplier not sharing your product? Maybe you got a custom design done, you got a custom mold, and then you checked on their website or on Alibaba and you actually see that they're advertising it to everyone. I would contact them immediately, ask them to take it down, let them know that you will not be reordering and you cannot do business together with a supplier who shares your personal designs, right? Because you took the time to be creative, you worked hard on those designs, I'm sure, Chris, and ask them to take them down. Usually they'll say, oh, we're so sorry, and they'll take them down. At least in my experience, that's most of the time what they will do. They'll just take it down and they'll just apologize. I don't know if they sincerely mean that, but that would be the best course of action. China, patent or trademark attorney to form the non-disclosure agreement, get the supplier to sign it through that attorney, and then also put a clause in your purchase order agreement, something like, don't share my custom designs or my product ideas, don't advertise it on anything, put that in your purchase order agreement. That would be super powerful and helpful as well. And then on the USA side, get brand registry so you protect your product, your images, your listing from hijackers. Okay, Ijomi, thank you so much for being here. We can't see you on Facebook. Thank you so much for letting me know that. I am going to reset that. I was actually a little bit worried about that because I was not seeing any comments come in on the Facebook side. So just give me 1 sec and I just need to set the live up over here on Facebook. Okay, let me just press live. It should go live now. And please let me know if you guys do see it live on the Facebook side. I'm hoping it'll go through this time because it didn't before. All right. So hopefully that goes through. Maybe I need to do it in the group. I'm not sure, but let me know, guys, if you are on Facebook, if you're logged in maybe on your phone watching YouTube, or if you're on your computer on Facebook and watching me on your phone. Let me know if you see me live on Facebook. That would be super helpful. I'd appreciate that. Okay, Sarah, what have you ever outsourced product research from a legitimate company? Can you outsource product research? So product research is probably the only thing I would not recommend you do outsource. You can pretty much outsource everything else: logos, graphics, pictures, listing copy, writing an optimized listing, finding the best keywords, running PPC campaigns, optimizing PPC campaigns, marketing your product, running PPC ads, optimizing ads, promoting your product with Facebook ads and on other platforms. You can do that as well. But the only thing I wouldn't outsource is product research. What your product is, what product you decide to go into, is one of the most important parts of being a successful Amazon seller. The right product plus differentiation plus a good launch strategy and a great listing with added value is the main ingredients for success selling on Amazon, as well as persistence and patience and never giving up and believing in yourself and your product. So that's super important as well. So product research, maybe you struggle with product research. I use Helium 10 black box is under the keywords tab is what I use mostly to find product ideas. And then next I would go with the storefront method, which essentially is you find products on Amazon already selling well, and then you open up the seller's storefront to see what other products they're selling. You can take a look at their storefront and get other product ideas. for what other products they're selling. That's a super powerful product research method. You can also use QVC to find product ideas. QVC is the largest on-air shopping channel online, and they have very innovative and up-to-date products. So QVC is another great resource for getting ideas for products. Okay, and I just want to make sure that this, in fact, does go live. I'm going to do Q&A. Excuse me, guys, just 1 minute, and then we'll get right back to the questions here on YouTube. Q&A for Amazon. Maybe it wasn't working because I wasn't doing a description. I think I have to enter a description for it to actually go through. So excuse me just 1 second while I enter this. Start live video. See if that works. Not sure if that's going to work, but hopefully it does. All right, guys, thanks for hanging in there with me. Let's get back to the questions and see what you guys got. Steve, so Sarah, just to wrap up before I go to you, Steve, Sarah, I hope that made sense. Product research, you don't necessarily, that's the only thing I don't recommend outsourcing, because they give away product ideas to a lot of people. So if you outsource product research, there's no way to protect yourself from somebody copying your idea. They give the product to multiple people, and so it becomes very competitive and saturated quickly. So product research is basically the only thing that I wouldn't outsource. Everything else you can really outsource, you know, optimized listing, running PPC campaigns, marketing your product, writing the description, graphics, logos, all of that. Okay, I'm going to try to go live in the Facebook group. We'll see if that works. The Gladiators group, not sure if it is. Having trouble with Facebook Live. Last time I didn't have any issues, it just went live, but that's okay. Maybe I have to turn the phone. Okay, let's get back to the question. Steve, you were next. Steve, brand registry and patent are the only real way to protect yourself. Non-disclosures and in are very difficult to impossible to enforce. That is correct. Non-disclosure agreements in the USA are enforceable if you get them to sign it. You know, somebody in the USA, maybe you're working with a photographer, you're working with another company, you know, that's helping you with your Amazon business or product research. You can have a non-disclosure agreement signed here in the USA, and that's enforceable. But where it's not enforceable is over in China. Non-disclosure agreements, you have to go through a Chinese patent attorney or a trademark attorney for it to actually be official. Okay, next question. Let's see what we got next. And brand registry, guys, for those of you who do not have brand registry, it's something I seriously recommend you guys look into. Brand registry, it opens up so much additional value. Can you be successful without brand registry? Absolutely you can, but absolutely you can be successful without brand registry. But if you do get brand registry, it opens you up to not only sponsored brand ads, you know, the headline ads where you can advertise your brand at the top of the page for PPC. Instead of just sponsored products, you can do brand ads. And what is super powerful, you can actually do video ads. So I don't know if you guys have ever been on Amazon and you search for a product, maybe on your phone or on the desktop on your computer, and you pull up a product, and then in the middle of the page there's like a video going with a product. Those convert so well because you're taking up like 3 spots where a product should be. Those are sponsored brand ads with video ads. You get access to that with brand registry. Also, we can do a 1 minute or less video or multiple videos on the product listing. You can do the video yourself, post it on your Facebook and YouTube, but especially for the product listing, as a video or 2 videos on your listing for the last images, that is super helpful. That is super helpful for converting well. And then images, HTML, your description has to be in HTML format, but you can do images down there, different images than what are in your actual product photos. So that's super powerful as well. So Brand Registry, how much does it cost? It looks like someone asked, how much does Brand Registry cost? Who did I use? I used Idea Legal. Idea Legal, it was around $860. And what I recommend is already having a product on the market selling. That's what I would recommend. You want to have a product already on the market selling, because if you apply for Brand Registry and start the trademark process of your brand, you actually have to pay this fee. I forget what it's called, like intent to sell fee. It's another classification, another legal fee you have to pay if your product isn't currently on the market. So you guys should already have your product, get it launched onto Amazon, brand it from the very beginning though, and then apply for the Brand Registry. And I recommend the Amazon IP program, and I personally used Idea Legal, and it was around $860. Thank you, Steve, for your question. TJ, hey, Brian, for reference, how much of sales should we expect to drive in Q4 versus the rest of the year based on your experience? So great question, TJ or Tyson. It really depends on what your product is. If your product makes a good giftable item, you can expect sales to triple or 4x or 5x the rest of the year. But it really depends on your product. So if it's not really a giftable product, or you don't update your photos with a nice Christmas theme, at least one or two of your photos you should update with like a holiday theme or a giftable theme, your product images. If your product's not really that giftable or doesn't make that good a gift, you'll still make good sales. If the product's not really giftable, you'll still make really good sales, because Q4 overall sales should be at least double. But especially if your product makes a great gift and you've got nice packaging, you update your photos to include a little Christmas tree or a little bow, that can really increase sales as well. But 4x, 5x is not uncommon for selling in Q4 for your product, especially during December. Okay, next question. What do I got here? When is Prime Day? Prime Day is October 13th and 14th. It's a 2-day event. Prime Day is a 2-day event, October 13th and October 14th. That's Prime Day this year, and I expect it to be super, like the best Prime Day 2-day event since they started it. It's going to be great. Okay, next question. Is there any other cheap way for giveaways compared to Panda Boom? Yeah, Panda Boom is one I've used in the past, and they get you some reviews and do a few promotions. Rebate Key is definitely one I would look at. Jump Send, if that's still in operation, but Rebate Key for sure. Check that out. That will kind of push out rebates and drive sales to your listing, especially a brand new product. Look at Rebate Key. What other ones? Zonranker is a super powerful kind of automated ranking software. Zonranker, you can look at that one. That can help you set up promotions and giveaways and help you rank to page 1. They also integrate Facebook ads and following up with your customers for reviews. So Zonranker is super powerful. Panda Boom gets you, depending on the plan you sign up for, Panda Boom can be helpful, but not as powerful, I'd say, as Zonranker and Rebate Key. All right, next question. Is there any downside to selling your product at a low cost? So again, one of the main points I was reading is that like customers want the lowest price for Prime Day when they buy your product. They're looking for the lowest price during the Prime Day. So is there any downside to selling at a low price? It'll really depend on your profit margin. It'll really depend on your profit margin, how low you can go in your price. You don't want to sell it like a break-even cost. You want to make a little bit of profit. But again, lowering your price, running deals, running coupon codes, running PPC is essential for Prime Day. Okay, thanks. If I get Brand Registry, no one can sell my product even if it's patented. can't be patented. Yeah, patenting your product is super expensive, so I don't really recommend doing patent. That's super expensive. You can look into it if you really customize your product and make it unique. But if you get brand registry, someone can still sell the same product. You know, selling products on Amazon, we're looking for low competition products where we can come into the market with a quality product and we differentiate and we stand out. But there's always going to be other sellers that come into the market and try to come after us and sell the exact same product. It really comes down to having a quality product that stands out of the marketplace. Customers understand what's better, easily understand what's better about your product and how it adds value to their life through the main image and your listing. You can communicate that, as well as your brand. It's branded well, it stands out, and that's going to set you apart more than just a patent. But you're thinking correct, trying to, you know, maybe get a patent for your product, but brand registry is really the most steps you have to go to protect your product. Seeing my product on eBay with my name and logo and photos basically copied my whole Amazon listing. I wish that was illegal too, Frank. That is awful that, you know, someone is selling your product on eBay and they stole your photos and they're selling the exact same product. Do they on eBay, like, do they have your actual, like they took your photos right from your Amazon listing? I've never heard of that before. How many units do they have? Could you buy them out? Could you possibly buy them out and get rid of their inventory so you wouldn't have to deal with them anymore? Is that possible? That's something I would look at for sure. And if anybody, you know, jumps on your listing on Amazon, if somebody starts to jump on your listing like a hijacker or an online retail arbitrage, the first thing you should do if you don't have brand registry is try to buy out their inventory. Maybe they only have 5 or 10 of them and you can just buy them out. The next step is to send them a cease and desist letter. Other things you can do is lower your price to keep winning the buy box. You don't want to lose that buy box. This means when the customer clicks on buy now, you get the sale as the seller. If the hijacker or the online retail arbitrage seller has a lower price, sometimes Amazon will give them the buy box. Okay, so that's important. Don't lose the buy box. Send a cease and desist letter. Try to buy them out, and then get brand registry as soon as you can afford to. Okay, great questions, guys. You guys are really asking some awesome questions. Ivan, how long do you recommend to brand register after you launch the product? So I recommend brand registering your product about 1 week or 1 to 2 weeks after you launch. Again, having a product that's already on the market will help lower your costs for brand registry. I used Idea Legal. It was about $860. Go ahead and launch the product. And about a week in or 2 weeks in, when you see the product start to really take off and make some great sales, at that point, that is when I would have the brand registry process start. And then you'll get access to brand registry, enhanced brand content as soon as 10 to 14 days later. I think it took me like 10 days for Amazon to get back to me, and then 2 or 3 days for it to actually go live. And then I had, you know, immediate access to brand registry and all the amazing A+ content that comes along with that. It is super important though, guys, that you do brand your product from the very beginning. You can use whatever brand name you want, whatever brand name you want. Just make sure you check trademarkia.com, uspto.gov to make sure that the brand name is in fact not already trademarked or taken, so that eventually when you do launch, you won't have any issues trademarking that name and having to switch up and swap out the logo that you have on all your products and the packaging. So super important. Check to make sure the brand name is available. Have the supplier put your logo and brand name on the product, and then get brand registry when you can afford to, or about 1 to 2 weeks after launch, and you see the product take off and start selling well. Sarah, thank you for being here. Ivan, again, thank you so much for being here. Dahlia, thank you for being here. How long is Q4 exactly? My product will be available only by the first week of November. Q4 starts tomorrow, October 1st through January 1st. That is Q4. Q4 is October 1 through January 1 is Q4. You getting your stock into Amazon, the check-in times are actually getting better. So you getting your inventory into Amazon on November 1st, you should be fine. And actually November and December are the best months, in fact, for sales during Q4. Still haven't been able to go live on Facebook yet. Just amazing that it doesn't seem to want to go through. So sorry about that, guys. If you guys were expecting it to be on Facebook too, I apologize. I'm not sure what's going on with not being able to go live on Facebook. I may just not have it set up at the right time, but I'm so happy for all of you guys that are here on my YouTube channel. All right, so that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let's get to some more questions. Clint, thank you for being here. Can I expect to lower my PPC campaigns during the busy Christmas season? Yes, it depends on how well your product's selling, how well is your product ranking. If you're already on page 1 or page 2 for some of your main keywords, you can really cut back on PPC. So it'll really just depend on your product sales, your organic ranking, what position you're in. Are you on page 1 at the top of the page for that keyword? Are you on page 3 at the bottom for that keyword? That's kind of how I determine for PPC which keywords I can cut back on, which campaigns I can cut back on, and go from there. Now, Q4 in general, there's more advertisers on Amazon. During Q4, there's more deals, there's more advertisers, there's big brands in the marketplace. So I do expect, and it does happen, PPC costs do go a little bit higher, but it kind of makes up for it because you're making so many sales. So I've never really faced a huge downside selling during Q4 and having to spend a lot on PPC. Sure, yes, we do, especially if you're launching a brand new product during Q4. But the sales you make is like double, triple, 4 times what you normally make. So it makes up for it. Asking a great question to Frank. How did they get your product to sell it on eBay? It sounds like Frank mentioned that some seller on eBay has his product, the exact product with his logo, with his branding, and they're selling it on eBay. That's just crazy. I don't know how to report that on eBay. I'm not sure if you can get them knocked down, maybe send a cease and desist letter, but that's crazy. They're selling your exact same product. Maybe you can just buy out their inventory. That would be something I would do. But yeah, I'm sorry that happened to you. Tyson, thank you for the streaming company. I am going to look into that. That one looks good. Johnny, just finalizing my listing tonight, Brian. Should I just start a PPC campaign now? What's next? Have friends and family buy ? Okay, so getting your listing completely picture perfect before you go live or before your product's available on Amazon is a must. You want your listing complete, ready to go. Once you go live and your product's officially active and available on Amazon. So get your listing complete. Make sure your photos look good. They're in the right order. Your title is good. Your bullet points are all well optimized. Your description is in HTML format. Get that all complete. Then once your inventory, you even have maybe like 50 to 75 units available. Amazon's checked in your inventory. You have 50 to 75 available. At that point, I would absolutely start launch. And the first thing you want to do when you do start launch, and after your listing is ready, you've got your listing well optimized, it's picture perfect. Next, you want to have some of your friends and family buy your product, wait for it to get to their house, then leave a 5-star review. Family, you can't have review your product. Friends and friends on Facebook, you have to be careful. And friends of friends is the best way. So family would buy, they'd go onto Amazon regardless of its family or friends. This is how you boost your product's ranking like day 1. You have like 5 to 10 family or friends go onto Amazon, type in your product's main keyword, go page by page by page until page 6 or 9 or 10, wherever your product is, they click on your product and buy it. That's the best way to boost your ranking closer to page 1, like day 1 of launch, is search, find, buy campaigns. Get as many people as you can to do that. Now, family who does that, search, find, buy, they buy your product, they don't leave a review because you don't want to get flagged for manipulating the reviews. Friends and friends on Facebook, you have to be careful, okay? Friends and friends of friends, they search, find, buy the product, wait for it to get to their house, then leave a 5-star review. And as soon as you have 2 or 3 or even 1 5-star review posted to the listing, that's when I would start PPC campaigns. And you have 50 to 75 units available. At that point, it's a great time to start PPC. You're ready to go. Your listing's set up. You've got a few PPC, a few 5-star reviews, and you're all set to start making sales. Now, when you're doing the search, find, buy, and getting friends and friends of friends to leave a couple 5-star reviews in the beginning, you want to make sure you space them out, because if you just have 5 sales, 1 family member, 4 friends, and you have 4 reviews, that looks super suspicious to Amazon. So you want to, if you have 5 people go buy your search, find, buy your product, you want to make sure you like only do half of them leave a review and space them out over 2 to 5 days in between, because you have to be making other sales and getting organic sales and other reviews in the meantime, so Amazon doesn't catch on to review manipulation. Ivan, can we run Google ad for a product on Amazon? Absolutely. Google AdWords and Facebook ads are probably the 2 most common outside marketing or advertising platforms that Amazon sellers, e-commerce sellers, DTC brands, direct-to-consumer brands use. Facebook ads I've had the most success with. Facebook ads for products, people are just kind of more, well, Google ads can be effective too, but Facebook ads, you can integrate ManyChat, which you can get a customer into a conversation and then follow up with them. So Google AdWords is also powerful. You can look into running Google ads or Facebook ads, or what I would recommend you actually do is test both. If you're not comfortable or you don't know how to run those or you don't want to learn, just hire somebody on Fiverr or Upwork who has experience running Facebook and Google ads. Or if you do want to learn it and test it yourself, then just start off with, maybe $100 on each platform. You can get a lot of data, impressions, how many people bought, how many people clicked, just putting $100 towards each platform. Google ads, Facebook ads, direct link directly to your Amazon product. Okay, that would be my best suggestion. But PPC first, Amazon PPC, that's number 1. Rose, does your storefront name need to be the same as your brand name, or can it be different? Great question. Your storefront name should be different than your brand name. It doesn't have to be, but it should be. Your storefront name should be your company name. So storefront name should be your business name or your company name. That's your storefront name. That's the display name that the customer sees, the storefront name. I have that as my company name or one of my company names. The brand name is the important one. The brand name is the one the customer is going to see. It's the name that's on your brand name that's on your product, your packaging, your insert card, on your social media pages. So company name or business name, that's your storefront name or seller name. And then your brand name is the important one. And that should be different from the storefront name. Good question. Donnie J, thanks for being here. How many products should I sell before I ask a friend for a review? Thanks for the response. Absolutely. Thank you for the question. So what I recommend doing is you don't have to have a certain amount of sales first before you ask a friend to go search, find, buy, and leave a review. I would just make sure that you, in fact, are getting other sales and reviews in the meantime while that friend or a couple friends search, find, buy your product, then leave a review after they receive the product. You don't want to just have just 2 friends buy and 2 reviews. That will look suspicious, but there's no certain amount of sales you have to have beforehand. You can just do that from the very beginning, but make sure you're getting other sales either organically or through PPC. Okay, guys, I'm getting through the questions here. Thank you so much for all these great questions. Sanjay, can we ask Amazon to give review? Yeah, so you can ask Amazon to ask customers to get reviews for you. That's the early reviewer program. So you can enroll in the early reviewer program. They'll get you 5 reviews for $60. Amazon will. If you want to ask customers for reviews through Amazon, through your seller account, I wouldn't do it from buyer-seller messages, because you're only supposed to contact your buyer if you have something wrong with the order or need to issue a refund or a return issue. So early reviewer program, that's Amazon going and get you 5 reviews. That's number one. But number two, one of my favorite ways, even better than Helium 10 follow-up, which is a third-party company, Helium 10, is request review button. To go to the request review button, you will go into your seller account, go to orders, manage orders, and then at the top right, manage FBA listings or FBA fulfilled orders. Click there, and then you can click on each order ID one by one and click at the top right, request review. This will send out a request review. It looks like it's coming from Amazon right to the customer. But one powerful tip, guys, is you don't want to do follow-up emails, like 2 follow-up emails and the request review button. Okay, does that make sense? You don't want to do both, because you're only technically, terms of service wise, only supposed to follow up with your customer for a review one time. And so I've been noticing lately a lot of sellers getting in trouble, a lot of listings getting suppressed or reviews getting removed from sellers who are sending multiple follow-up emails for reviews and the request review button. So just make sure you're maybe doing request review button on every other order, and then doing the follow-up email on every other order as well. Johnny, awesome. I'm glad that I was able to answer your question. Nastara, one of your audience members asked about hijackers. Would you mind talking about this, please? Absolutely. So when you sell on Amazon, there's millions of products already selling on Amazon. If you have a used book or a used DVD player, you wouldn't create a brand new private label FBA listing for that product. You just have 1 or 2 or 3 of them. You would go onto Amazon and list that book or that DVD player on someone else's listing. Okay, but you only have 1 or 2, and it's probably a big brand like Sony or a popular book, like Harry Potter, and you would list your product that you have on someone else's listing. With FBA private label, we're creating our own listings as the Amazon seller, and we should always own the buy box and be the only seller on our listing. What a hijacker does is they come onto our listing, they undercut our price, they list their product, usually a fake product. It's not our product at all because it doesn't have our brand name on it. It's not the exact same product we're selling. They offer a fake product, and they steal sales from you. And the only way to protect yourself against this is really, there's 3 ways. Number one, you have to differentiate, customize, and brand the product really, really well. You have to put a unique product together, put your brand name and logo on the product and packaging. No trademark is required to do that. That will help protect you. Your last bullet point, the last bullet point should say something about a warranty. You want the last bullet point to say something about a warranty. And the reason for that is, if you offer a warranty on your last bullet point, then Amazon can't. If you offer a warranty as the last bullet point, you say 2-year limited manufacturer warranty, then Amazon can't, a seller can't offer that. So if you do get a hijacker, usually Amazon will take down the hijacker's listing because they can't offer your warranty. Does that make sense? And so that's number one, brand your product, customize your product, put your logo on the product. That's super important. Number two, put a 2-year manufacturer warranty saying or bullet point as the last bullet point. This will protect you. And then the last thing is, when you can afford to, get Brand Registry, okay? I'm so happy right now. I just have to take a minute to set up my phone. I finally figured out Facebook Live. I'm finally live on Facebook. It took 50 minutes to figure it out. It was going to private, like it wasn't going to the public. So I just had to fix that, and now we are good to go. So I'm just going to set up my phone here, and then I'll get right back to the questions. And I want to, before anyone leaves, I really want to share some exciting things, an exciting new platform that I'm super excited about. This new platform, I think, could be like getting in to Amazon back in 2012. Okay, and for those of you maybe who don't want to wait, I'll just tell you what it is right now. It's Walmart, 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 Walmart. So, of course, I believe in selling on Amazon, number one, right? Amazon, first and foremost, is the number one place you should be selling. And then you can set up your own Shopify store, right? You can set up your own Shopify store and sell products from your own website. That's great. Etsy, Pinterest, that's good as well. But Walmart is a platform I am super excited about. And the reason I'm so excited about Walmart is Walmart has 100 million monthly visitors. Amazon has 300 monthly visitors. So 200 million more visitors per month go to Amazon. However, there's another important piece of data here. So currently on Amazon, there's 2.5 million sellers. On Walmart, there's only 50,000 sellers. So if you guys did not know, Walmart is the second largest e-commerce platform, all right, in the United States, and you can sell your private label products on Walmart. Not many people, if no one is really talking about this, but selling your products on Walmart should be in your business plan. You don't have to have a fancy business plan, but if you're selling on Amazon right now, or you're about to start selling on Amazon, I would absolutely recommend looking into setting up a seller account, a new seller account, and applying to be a Walmart partner. So Walmart is kind of the surprise I wanted to share with you guys. For those of you that didn't want to wait, Walmart, I'm super excited about selling on that platform. Now, one requirement about selling on Walmart is you do have to have a company registered, but you don't have to have a brand. You don't have to have a trademark. There's no monthly fees like on Amazon. Walmart has 50,000 sellers. Amazon has 2 million sellers, and Walmart still has a ton of traffic going. So Walmart allows third-party sellers in over 35 categories to offer products on their marketplace. You sell your private label products right on their website. There's no monthly fee, seller fee, no initial setup fees, a wider customer base. Walmart also has a list of affiliate websites you can sell your product on, like jet.com, moosejaw, shoes.com, effortless transactions. 25% of US customers abandoned their carts because their preferred payment option was not present. Amazon, that's pretty automated, so we don't have to really worry about that. Thank you so much, Renee, for your question. And thank you, Renee, Angela, Jesse, for being here on Facebook. I spent 50 minutes trying to get it set up, but I'm not currently selling on Walmart, but I've already done the application process, and it should be approved in just a couple days. And then I absolutely 100%, without any question or doubt in my mind, will do well on Walmart. Selling on Walmart, getting approved to sell on Walmart as a third-party seller could be just as good as starting to sell on Amazon like back in 2012. There's 50,000 Walmart third-party sellers. There's over 2.5 million Amazon third-party sellers. So Walmart, I'm super excited about. I will let you guys know how it goes as far as, do I make as many sales on Walmart with my products as I do on Amazon? What are the transaction fees? How do you fulfill orders? I will do a full step-by-step selling on Walmart.com as a third-party seller. I will do a full step-by-step YouTube video as soon as I get my products to the fulfillment center and I start accepting and selling orders on Walmart. I'm already in the process of that happening. I've already submitted my application to be a Walmart partner, a Walmart third-party seller. The only requirement that I've seen so far is you have to have a registered business. You have to have an LLC or a corporation. You can still be an individual sole proprietor, but you do have to have a business, a setup, okay? And registering an LLC is not that difficult. Wyoming and Delaware are the best states to register an LLC or a corporation. They have the best tax write-offs and tax percentages for businesses and LLCs and sole proprietors. But that is the only requirement. And I will do a YouTube video, let you guys know how it's going selling on Amazon. Again, it's just less competitive. It could be like Getting Back, selling on Amazon starting in 2012. They have mobile experience. They have effortless transactions. They have affiliate websites you can sell your product on. They have a wider customer base. There's no monthly or initial setup fees. So it can be super, super powerful to merge and brand out and build out your brand and sell on Amazon, Walmart and Amazon at the same time. Great question, guys. Here, I'm trying to get to all the questions. Shay, Walmart, here I come. Awesome. I'm so happy you're excited about that. Thanks for this video, Brian. Are Amazon storage fees generally a big thing to worry about? My first product will be an oversized item, and I'm wondering, will it be able to sell before I get a bunch of fees? So great question, Donnie. Amazon storage fees can definitely add up. There's no doubt that Amazon does charge quite a bit for storage fees. However, I've noticed they don't really start to charge you a lot of fees until after like 30 days or 60 days, the product sits and doesn't sell. So storage fees can add up. I recommend you go to google.com, type in Amazon FBA revenue calculator, type in Amazon FBA revenue calculator, put in your competitor's ASIN or your ASIN, and go under Amazon fulfillment and put in the selling price, the sourcing cost, the shipping cost, and how many units you're going to keep in storage there. And it'll actually estimate your storage fees. That can be super helpful for kind of calculating. You can also look in your business reports right on Amazon, your business reports after you do start selling. You'll be able to see your FBA fees, your fulfillment and referral fees, and your storage fees will all be clearly laid out there. And then you can also use the Helium 10 profitability calculator to estimate storage fees. One last thing on Amazon storage fees. You did say you have an oversized item. I'm not sure how much it weighs or how large it is, but regardless, since your product is classified as oversized, small oversized, medium oversized, it does get expensive for storage fees. So yes, I would recommend really paying attention to those because they can really add up if you're not careful. The only other kind of backup or alternative is to not send in as much inventory. So you're going to have to be really smart about inventory planning, how many units on average you're selling per month, how long it took you to get the products from your supplier into Amazon for them to be checked in and available, exactly how many days was that? And maybe look at 3PLs, look at third-party warehouses or fulfillment centers that will store your product for cheaper than what Amazon charges. And going into Q4 storage fees are the highest, so you have to be careful there as well. Hi, Marlene. Thanks so much for being here. Renee, again, thank you for being here on Facebook. Mike, I appreciate that. A few more questions here. What do we got? How to register selling on Walmart. Thanks for your time and response. Of course. Head on over to Google Walmart seller, or I can try to get you the exact link that I use to sign up. But there is just register as a Walmart seller, as a third-party seller. There's an application page. You put in your information, sort of like when you set up your Amazon seller account. It's very similar, except for the only requirement that's different if you want to sell on Walmart, sign up as a Walmart third-party seller, is you do have to have a business license, an LLC or corporation formed. But just head on over to Google, type in sign up as a Walmart seller, and you can see the steps and the information that they need. Palouse, thank you for being here. Thank you for the information about launching and reviews. Absolutely. Happy that I could help and give you some information on that. Clint, will you be using a 3PL to fulfill your Walmart orders? Yes, I will. I've got a 3PL all lined up, deliver.com or ShipBob. Those are two 3PLs I recommend. I'll start out with using those to fulfill my Etsy. They're already fulfilling my own website orders, my Shopify store orders, but I will use the third-party fulfillment center for my Walmart side of the business and for my Walmart products. I'll start out with using those 3PLs, but Walmart actually does offer a fulfillment program. So I'm looking into that as well. But yes, Walmart actually offers a fulfillment program. So I need to look into that. Does Walmart offer fulfillment services like Amazon FBA? Walmart Fulfillment Services, not called FBA, called WFS. Walmart Fulfillment Services is a program that allows sellers to store their inventory at Walmart fulfillment centers. Then when a customer places an order on Walmart, Walmart Fulfillment Services packs and ships the items to the customer on the seller's behalf. Walmart also handles all customer support and returns for these orders. Products fulfilled by Walmart qualify for 2-day delivery and fast and free easy returns. Yes, selling on Walmart, you have free 2-day delivery program for our marketplace. If you qualify to ship yourself, you can also use our simple rule-based wizard system to generate coverage areas to see which part of the countries you can offer 2-day shipping and which parts will have longer shipping times. Using your warehouse locations, if you're using a third-party warehouse, and transit data. So Walmart does offer their own fulfillment service. That's awesome. So I'm really looking forward to that. Delai, is it Delai or Dill? I already opened an account with Walmart. That is awesome. Good for you. You are ahead of the curve. I'm excited. Let me know how it goes. Are you currently selling on Walmart? Have you sent in products to one of their fulfillment centers? Are you setting up your seller account still? I'd be interested to find out how it goes. And again, guys, I will be posting information as far as how the Walmart side of merging my products and selling my private label products over on Walmart, being a third-party seller over there. Where do I find to reply to a customer question, Ivan? So you will get a notification on your phone on the seller app. You'll get a notification saying customer buyer seller messages, but I recommend you go onto your computer. You'll need to be on a computer to actually be able to really see the message and be able to respond properly. To find where that is, log into your Seller Central account on a computer and go to the top right to messages. And then there's buyer seller messages. Down in there, it should already have the most recent customer question or comment. And you can respond there. Okay, next question. Thank you so much, Dahlia. Thank you for your guidance. I really appreciate your comment. Olga, do you recommend negotiating price from the beginning with dealing with a new supplier? How do I recommend negotiating with a new supplier? What I recommend you do when it's time to negotiate with a supplier, you're gonna get formal purchase orders or purchase agreements from your suppliers. Maybe you're working with a brand new supplier, or you're looking into sourcing a product to sell on Amazon for the first time. The next step is, after you've done product research, is reaching out to suppliers. I recommend you reach out to 5 to 10 different suppliers, ask them for some general information, like how much is the cost? Can they do custom orders? What's their lead time? Do they offer DDP shipping? And then ask for formal purchase orders. It's like a quote or an invoice that they'll send you. Go down to like the top 2. I won't always go with the cheapest, but definitely try to pick the top 2. Then ask them to send you a custom sample with your logo on it, and get that to your house. You can bundle those samples together and ship them once so you don't pay twice. And then after the sample comes in, then I would go back to the supplier that you really want to work with, supplier A, let's say. If supplier B has a lower price, I would tell supplier A, I'm super excited to move forward with an order, but I have a lower cost from supplier B. Can you match or beat this price? And a lot of times they will. 100% facts. Brian, you're the best. Have a great night. Thank you, Shay, for being here. Really appreciate it. Olga, thank you for being here. Johnny, as always, thank you for your support. Ivan, Donnie, Clint, Palouse, Shay, Nastarin, Chris, Ivan, Mike, Dahlia, Sanjay, Donnie, Steve, Frank, TJ. I really appreciate Sarah, all of you guys being here. Nathan, let's see, what else did I want to wrap up for? I hope this, guys, was super valuable. If we don't have any more questions, I think I will wrap up there for today. Sorry about the Facebook Live side not working in the very beginning. It took a while for it to kick in. I was going to private instead of public, but happy I figured that out. And I will try to go live at least once a month again, guys. How do you bundle? A couple more questions. How do you bundle the samples when they are from different suppliers? Good question. There's two different ways you can bundle products or items from different suppliers. You can have either supplier A and supplier B communicate with one another, work together, have supplier B make your product and then ship it to supplier A. The main supplier will then package and label and ship the products together to the Amazon warehouse. That's the first option. If you do have supplier B ship to the main supplier, supplier A agrees to package and ship them together and is doing your DDP shipping, please do make sure that you figure out who is going to be paying the taxes, tariffs, and duties. Sometimes supplier B will not want to pay for them because they're just shipped from their factory in China to the other factory. But you have to, supplier A, if they're handling your DDP shipping, will have to declare the value and the HS code, and they'll need to know what that product is and pay the tariffs and duties and taxes. Same thing with like just paying for DDP in general. So make sure you figure out supplier A or supplier B, who's going to pay those extra taxes and duties on the second bundled item. That's the first way. Just work with two suppliers, have them communicate with one another, and send the products in between them. Option number two, hire a professional freight forwarder, work with XWorks or EXW pricing. XWorks, EXW is zero shipping included. If you work with XWorks from your supplier, that's zero shipping included. That just means the supplier is going to make your product, put it out back for you to come pick up. So you would hire a professional freight forwarder like Inspect-A-Man, Seller Kai, Unicargo, Michelle Yin from Forest Leopard Shipping and Logistics. They would go to those two suppliers' locations, their factories. They could also do an inspection for you, pick up your products, package them together for you, label them, put them on cartons or pallets, and then handle the DDP shipping from there. So those are the two ways that you can bundle products from different companies. Dan, thank you for being here. Katya, thank you for being here. Linda, so happy you're here as well. I'm sorry on the Facebook side. Lisa, so happy you are here as well. I started today around 4 p.m. West Coast time. I wasn't able to get Facebook Live going until about 5 p.m. So it took me about an hour. So I apologize for that. But what I will be doing is posting a live replay of this video. I went over Prime Day. When is Prime Day? How to get prepared for Prime Day. Getting ready for Q4. Cyber Monday, Black Friday, Prime Day, October 13th and 14th. It's a 2-day event. How to get ready for all that. I also took a lot of Q&A questions from people who had great questions today. I love doing live Q&A, providing as much value as possible. You guys had amazing questions today. I appreciate all of you who were here and supported the live and asked your questions. I couldn't do it without you. And really, that's what I do these lives for, is to provide as much value and help as possible and mentoring. And so you guys had some great questions. I appreciate that. And then I wrapped up by announcing how powerful. I wrapped up by announcing how powerful it is to branch out and you can now sell your products on Walmart. So I'll wrap up right there for today, guys. Thank you so much for all of you who joined me. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. It was wonderful spending an hour and 15 minutes with all of you. I promise I will try to come and do these lives at least once per month. Message me if you guys have any other questions or you're looking for some guidance, some one-on-one mentorship. Please feel free to reach out to me. If you have questions, just message me. If you're looking for mentorship, if you're looking for a coach who will work with you one-on-one, I'm up for the task, and I'd love to provide you some more information about my 60-day one-on-one mentorship program. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate all of you. Have a great night. Everyone stay safe, be well, be happy, and go make money selling on Amazon. Talk to you guys later. Have a great night.